Let me ask you this, and your journey is ongoing. And you mentioned before that you ran in 2018. And to borrow from my book, Nothing Minor, there's a quote from one of the players that says you either win or you learn a lesson. What would you say are some of the lessons that you learned in 2018 that you feel are going to help you as you take this next step?
Well, I heard you speaking about, winning and the lessons that you learn. I also know that you're involved in sports as well. I was an athlete. And so one of the things that I learned a long time ago is that you never give up. I learned that at early age playing basketball back in Tarboro, North Carolina, you just don't give up because, if you put in the hard work, practice, and you give it your all in a game, you're not going to win every game. But if you continue to practice, you continue to put in the work, what is required of you, you can win. And I think that the legendary Jimmy Valvano said it best. And I quote, he said, "Don't give up. Don't ever give up." And so that was a lesson that I learned then. And I'll be quite honest with you, I was not prepared to run in 2018. And we actually started our journey back in July of 2017. I was actually asked or encouraged to run. And so I had not planned. I did not have a consultant at the beginning of the campaign. I was encouraged to run because, people saw something in me that I could, lend to the bench. And so the lessons learned, I would say, is have a plan, make it plain, and work that plan, no matter what it is that you're striving to do. Like I said, I've been a public servant for many years, and I cannot go through this interview without mentioning my involvement with the Gwinnett County Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I've been serving since college. And this is, for me, about service. This is the ultimate as an attorney to serve the community as a judge. And so I would simply say that the lessons learned were be prepared. And you've probably heard the slogan before, if you remain ready, you don't have to get ready. And that is just so very true. It goes something like that. But that is definitely true. I met a lot of people, and we laid the groundwork back in 2017 and 18. So I don't regret having gone through that campaign for over a year and not winning. I was told when I started, well, most people don't win their first time around. You build your name, you build your reputation, you get to meet people throughout the community. And some people win their first time, but you're talking about as a judge, you're talking about a countywide position. So you're trying to reach over close to 1 million people. And so as opposed to maybe, 38,000 people in a district or something, you're trying to reach the entire county. So I would say that the lessons learned were, perseverance. I know, and I knew at that time that being a judge is a part of my purpose. And so I knew that I couldn't give up. I knew that, this was something that I had been called to do and had been groomed to do. And every single experience, both professional and personal, had groomed me to be a judge.